All right. Good evening, everybody. My name is Marisa Maggio-Harelson. I have Dr. Sveta Silverman with me. We are here tonight to introduce to you, oh my goodness, a whole new modern science that you're going to learn about, the science of now, Nutrigenomics. And I'm going to tell you, before we get into all of this, a little bit about me and what a delight it is to have you on this Zoom webinar tonight. So thank you so much for being on, and thank the person that invited you, because they truly do care about you, because you know what? Our health is everything, and without it, nothing else matters. And what you're going to learn about tonight is product lines that have the highest clinical research behind them, and really truly helping people reclaim their health by biohacking. We're talking about biohacking, and I'll talk to you in a moment about that. But I was first introduced to LIfeVantage almost over 6 years ago at a yoga studio, overhearing a conversation. And I teach yoga today, but I'm a mom first and foremost. I have a beautiful daughter who's almost 19. I have a son who's 16, a wonderful husband, and 2 dogs. And I learned about this after overhearing a conversation at yoga 6 years ago. And truly it has been life-changing, not only from the health standpoint, which is really first and foremost, but also for me, I saw an opportunity that's been also life-changing. So you're going to hear from both of us tonight. Dr. Sveta Silverman, a surgical pathologist, breast cancer specialist, I say one of the top in North America, former pediatric surgeon from Russia, also getting her certification in naturopathic healing. So you're in for a treat tonight. And literally, I worked in TV news, and it was it was a great career. But when I had children, I knew I couldn't do it. They do suck your time. And so I stayed at home with my kids, but I also needed to make some income. So I had my own marketing and PR, media relations business that I did from home, kind of part-time. But I also got certified in yoga, and I love yoga. And that is really, I just say yoga has introduced me to LIfeVantage. And we're talking about biohacking tonight, and a new modern science called Nutrigenomics. Nutrition for your genes, changing gene expression through nutrition and naturally occurring compounds. In fact, the words Nutrigenomics, genes, right, was actually talked about on the Today Show back in the fall, predicting it to be by 2020 a $600 billion a year industry. It's already over a $500 billion a year industry. We're almost at 2020. So that's what we're talking about through Nutrigenomics, is biohacking things that cause people to suffer chronic pain and leads to disease and illnesses, inflammation, low energy, gut health, and brain health. And Nutrigenomics is really the solution. So it is time to start hacking your health. Biohacking is actually a very positive thing, because our bodies produce an ungodly amount of free radicals a day. And this slide's not even updated. It should be 300 septillion, which is 26 zeros. Free radicals a day. Now, what are free radicals? Well, they're the little Pac-Mans that are eating at our cells every day. We are rusting from the inside out. Like, look at the screen and you can see that apple. And when it gets brown, you cut it in half and it turns brown. That's oxidative stress. What causes it? It's the air we breathe. It's the benzene and the gasoline, the jet fuel in the airplane, the cell phones. Oh my gosh, the cell phones, microwave ovens, the water, the chemicals in the water to make it safe, the pesticides, on and on. And as you can see on the other side of that, it's linked to every disease. More than 200 age-related diseases this is linked to, from hypertension and skin issues and kidney and joints and lung, to autism and Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and ADD and ADHD and immune system and blood vessel, heart issues, eye issues, you name it. Diabetics, they have the highest level of oxidative stress. So what if you knew of something that was scientifically proven that could reduce that? You're in for a treat tonight. But what other things cause oxidative stress? Also causes mitochondrial dysfunction. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. It is the little, we have thousands of them inside our cells, the engine. It's what keeps our cells alive and vibrant. But because of oxidative stress, the mitochondria gets biohacked or hijacked as well. So neurological issues, 90% of our mitochondria deals with the brain. So we're talking about autism and muscular dystrophy, cardiomyopathy, Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS, horrible, Huntington's, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. My father passed away 2 years ago from Alzheimer's. My mom died of a heart attack. Diabetes, so you name it. And mitochondrial dysfunction is also affected by oxidative stress. So we are biohacking the hijackers. Make sense? Okay, so now we're going to take you back in time to an ABC Primetime investigative report. It captured the attention of researchers and investors all over the world. And why are we going to take you back many years ago? Because that's where this company started. It's the history, and it's on our flagship product, Tandem NRF2. So sit back, because there's going to be a little test right after this.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Here, can you scoot? Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment. It's called Tandem, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Tandem a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks,
Even mental disease.
yes,
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
Dr. James Crapo with the National Jewish Medical Center in Denver is also researching Tandem for the company. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would. I can't guarantee it's going to extend your life. I can't guarantee it's going to eliminate any diseases or cure any diseases.
But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. But because it's being sold as a nutritional supplement and not a drug, Protandim does not need FDA approval for safety.
It's the little yellow pill that scientists say could eliminate chronic diseases and help you live well into your hundreds. Quinones has been taking Protandim for 2 weeks now and tells Extra,
I am sleeping better. I feel a lot better and also energized when I do wake up.
You know, as a patient advocate, I stumbled upon Protandim almost 3 years ago. Someone introduced me to Protandim. I just looked at the research and figured out, hey, wait a minute, I have to take 360 oranges in one day to get the same effect of one pill? So, antioxidants, okay, these are still good, right?
Oh, not only are they good, but we breathe a whole new life into this topic. We now know that you can actually boost your own body's defenses without even just taking vitamin C by eating lots of colorful fruits and vegetables. But there's also a new supplement on the market called Protandim that is made from an extract of herbs that actually upregulates and boosts your natural manufacturing of antioxidant enzymes. Wow. So this is going to reduce those harmful free radicals, reduce some of that cell damage associated with disease, and this is a double thumbs up.
How do you find the energy to keep doing it night after night? We get a lot of comments. So people have been emailing me and saying they love how you look, like you're ageless. It's incredible. So
I have a secret.
What is your secret?
I have a secret formula, and it's a company called LIfeVantage. They came up with a product called Protandim. Now, what causes the aging process is free radicals in our body, oxidative stress. This Protandim stuff, I've been taking it for 2 years.
We have it on the table right there.
Clinically proven to slow the aging process down. It reduces the oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. So I tested it, and it works. And the nice thing, it's not pharmaceutical. It's real food.
I'm going to have to give it a try.
Absolutely. Pretty exciting, wouldn't you say? So why are you hearing about this right now? And I'm going to mute everybody again because I know some other people came on. I was hearing that, so sorry about that. So why are you hearing about this via Zoom and not on the store shelves and not by a drug company, a pharmacy? Well, there's quite a story here. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. So after that ABC primetime aired back in 2005, there were $5 million of orders, and the company stock went from $1 to $20 a share, quickly went down, almost delisted. Because why? They were a small biotech company at the time from the University of Colorado in Denver. They did not have any marketing infrastructure. They didn't have a way to get this out to the masses. Can you imagine $5 million in orders in just 2 weeks, the stock going up from $1 to $20 a share? Pretty exciting. So 8-month backlog. People are starting to look at other new anti-aging things, right? They couldn't get this product though they wanted it. But the cool thing is that researchers from all over the world contacted Dr. McCord and wanted to begin their own studies about oxidative stress and their diseases and our product. So there's really a story here. So our company never did more than $3.5 million. It went retail. It was on store shelves, CVS pharmacies, Rite Aids, Walmarts, and sitting next to $5 and $10 antioxidants, which it's not. And that's where Dr. Silverman is going to come in and start talking to you a little bit about that. This is not a vitamin. This is not a supplement. This is activating a pathway in our body that researchers call the most important anti-aging pathway in the human body. So now LifeVantage is a $200 million plus a year company, on track to be $1 billion a year company by our core product line. And Dr. Sveta Silverman, you are with me. You'll have to unmute yourself. I met Dr. Silverman in yoga over 5 years ago, and she is such an incredible human being. You heard that I told you she diagnoses cancer. She totally got oxidative stress, but she too didn't know about nerve 2 activation. But now she's probably one of the leading, I believe, experts on this. She is passionate about health and wellness and sharing it with the world and really changing people's lives live. So Dr. Silverman, thank you for seeing this. Thank you for saying yes. And I'm just honored to be doing this Zoom with you tonight.
Thank you so much, Marisa. Very kind of you. And thank you, everyone. As Marisa mentioned to you, my story with LIfeVantage started with Marisa. And thank you for being an amazing yoga teacher to begin with. Namaste. And thank you for talking to me. So why are we talking vitality stack? Well, that's what I do, guys. Not only diagnosing breast cancer, as you see, I'm in my home office, and there's still a microscope here. But the most important thing for me to jump on the products, which I did the next day, because to me it was a no-brainer. I am on LIfeVantage products the second day I've heard it. Well, you know, I ordered the second day, so then a week later I got it. I jumped on LIfeVantage products for one reason. I thought it's a no-brainer. You know, it's very hard to treat, never mind cure the diseases. The most important thing is to prevent the diseases. Yes, you know, I teach vitality. I live vitality. Vitality means vita, means life. So how do we preserve life? There was a paper today about chronological age and biological age. So my chronological age may be 50 plus. However, my biological age is not 50 plus because I am biohacking my genes through different degrees of vitality upregulation. And that's what we have. So, so you need to understand that absolutely you need to eat right. You need to do you need to put in your system nutrient-dense food. It is not enough. I always remember Joanne Shear, one of our team most beautiful leaders, said that her husband passed away from brain cancer, and it puzzled her. He ate right, he exercised, he was living a very healthy life, and he still died from a brain cancer. What was missing? So that is exactly why are we teaching. Basically, we teachers, we are health promoters doing this incredible business. We're teaching the cellular modulation, the cellular upregulation, because when you eat right, your blueberries, you know, the free radicals that Marisa was telling you, you're going to eliminate 1-to-1 in a 1-to-1 ratio. What is it, Marisa? 30 sextillion? It's like what 33 zeros? Absolutely. 1-to-1 is going to cut it. You know, I don't know how many pounds of blueberries you need to eat, you know, to sort of downregulate it. But there is absolutely the system in us. That's a system of turning on our defense apparatus, turning on our cellular modulators, turning on this NRF2 activator, because that thermostat of health is going to turn my and everybody else's antioxidants, for example, that are going to eliminate over 1 million free radicals per second every second. How powerful is that? Don't you want it? How does it do it? Now, you need to understand that we do have, I'm looking at the very new review on the NRF2 activation. And what it said is, of course, we need to have a soft amount of small volume of free radicals because it turns on exactly. It turns on that NRF2 in our defense system and stuff. What Marisa was telling you is that free radical barrage oxidative stress. So then NRF2 becomes stale. NRF2 becomes stale and it becomes aged. So how do you bring it back? You reboot it. How do you reboot it? This is your reboot. NRF2 per Tandem is this scientifically proven, absolutely safe 5 herbs extracts product, which is backed up by 27 peer-reviewed studies. One of them shows that there is a reduction of oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. And one of the studies done by National Institute of Aging, which is a subsidiary of National Institute of Health, Protandim is the only branded supplement that's statistically proven, not just proven, no, it's actually arithmetically proven to increase mice life by 7%. That is incredible. So as you see, NRF2 is the master regulator of health. It's going to be, that's why I'm so passionate about it, and that's why basically it's one of the whys that I do the business, because to me, this is the future of medicine. It's one of the most, it is extraordinary therapeutic preventative breakthrough in history of medicine. Hello? Don't you want to get on it? Don't you want to learn about it? I already mentioned 27 peer-reviewed studies. Well, you guys, for me as a doctor, no, I don't Google. I go on National Institute of Health Digital Library database, which is called PubMed.gov. And when I see publications that come out of Harvard, to me, this is a validation. The study that has been sponsored by American Heart Association and published from Ohio State on lung fibrosis, published in Circulation Journal, one of the most reputable and also conservative journals of medicine. Next, please. So we already mentioned this study with the only branded supplement. Absolutely. Do I want to live longer? Yeah. And I want to live longer and biologically younger. This is very, very important. I just last Saturday, I had my actually first physician meeting, because the regulation with conventional physicians in Canada quite different from the States. And I had my meeting with a neurologist, because I believe not only every neurologist has to know about NRF2 activation and multiple sclerosis, every MS patient needs to know about multiple sclerosis and NRF2 activation. Do we have a drug? Absolutely. On this slide, it's called BG12. The branded name is called Tecfidera. So Tecfidera, and I was speaking with this neurologist, and the first thing that came out of her mouth about Tecfidera, it kills immune system. It absolutely kills your immune system. Pretandem modulates, it boosts your immune system exactly the way the nature intended. And it is safe. And by the study, we know that now, as you look at the conclusion of the study, Pretandem is most suited therapeutic strategy. Mind you, we don't treat cure a medical disease. We have Kimi LaChapelle on this call. And this is an absolute, I posted her picture today in a swimming pool with her husband, enjoying. I said, that's a picture of multiple sclerosis on NRF2 activator. You see how happy she is? Do you want to know about it? Next, please. And thank you, Kimi, I love you. So Marisa was telling you about mitochondria. Well, guys, let's say Pretandem, NRF2 Pretandem, NRF2 cellulose, it's a sensor of health. It's a thermostat. So it starts giving, upregulating the genes that cleans the cells. Well, guess what? Mitochondria is our motherboard. It's a hard drive of our cells. So how do you, and mitochondria get stale. Oxidative stress kills mitochondria. So how do you, or as you can hear, the ice cream is arriving. So mitochondria needs to be rebooted. It needs to stay young, and it needs to be bigger in numbers. If you find yourself that you are sluggish, you have a brain fog, you feel fatigued during the day, your mitochondria is not working right. So how do you do this? You either reduce your oxidative stress via NRF2 Pretandem, or you start building your mitochondria. How? You can upregulate another protein which is going to turn on mitochondrial genes and boost the number of mitochondria. Not only we are Nutrigenomics, we're biohacking, but we're also in what is called mitochondrial biogenesis. We increase the number of mitochondria via this NRF1 Pretandem. Next one, please. This is extremely important. When we talk about vitality starts, so vitality, vita, life of the cells. I already talked to you about 1, 2 punch. A, clean the cells. B, turn on your mitochondria. You turning on your mitochondria is going to turn on your good genes. C, what do you need to do? You need to clean your gut. Yes, guys, it's all about poop. So anyway, how do you clean your gut? Before you start taking care of your microgut, your basically your probiotics. You need to literally clean your gut, because the probiotics or your microbiota lives in the colon. So when the house is not healthy, when your house is molded, your proper microbiota is not going to live there. How do you clean your gut? You clean it with NRF2 activation. You need to reduce your leaky gut, which is caused by oxidative stress. So leaky gut, applying your NRF2 activation, and then we'll start talking about probiotics. You have to be very vigilant about probiotics because tons of them are on the market. You go to health food stores, you pay tons of money, they're all alive in the fridge, and you think it's the best thing after sliced bread. No, it's wrong. So what we have on a probiotic, it's a distinct methodology. So they're alive. The bugs, the 6 billion bugs are alive, and they're in hibernation because alive bugs in the fridge are going to die from hydration, from moisture, from lack of oxygen, you name it. So ours are becoming to life when they're actually in their colon. Now, the delivery rate. You need those bugs to pass the stomach acid. So we have a special system, which is called BioTruck protection. I'm not going to get into this right now. And with this said, our probiotic is reinforced with another element, which is called Wellmune. It is immune booster, but it's not just an immune booster. It boosts your primary immune system, and your primary immune system resides in the gut. And the importance of microgut is, well, your 95% of your serotonin is in your microgut. Over 70%, some say 85% of your immune system is in your microgut. Microgut gives or produces microelements like calcium, whole bunch of vitamin Bs. It is critically important. And mind you, if you don't have the proper gut, proper microbiota, is going to be the pathologic microbiota you choose. Next, please. Fatty acids, omegas, very important. Why? Well, because those omega-3s, 6s, in fact, ours has 7s, and it is enforced with vitamin D. This strengthens and amplifies the cell envelope. And this is especially important in the brain. Our nerve cells, they have to be flaccid, they have to be mobile, they cannot be stiff. They have to be flexible, like us doing yoga. So because the stiff nerve cells don't communicate, the sort of, the flexible, the smooth and soft nerve cell, they are the ones that communicate. Also cellular membranes, omega-3, 6s, 7s, and vitamin D is critically important for the cellular health. And in fact, they are mild NRF2 activators. Now, let's say, to be honest with you, till a few days ago, I never bit in a capsule because everybody says it tastes good, blah, blah, blah. I never had the courage to bite in the capsule. I did. It actually tastes yummy. And then I didn't have to swallow the capsule because it's gelatin. I don't want gelatin. It's a great gelatin. I just don't want it. So I was sucking on these oils. It tastes delicious. So, sorry. So our omegas are really, really awesome. So what I just told you guys, I call it, not only it is a vitality stack, but I call it essential supplementation. Essential means you have to have it. Essentials means you don't get it from nowhere else. So eat right, but supplement with something that is absolutely must for your biological youth. Okay, Marisa, I think
$5. Yes. Oh, Sveta, thank you so much. You are so enlightening. And I know you could talk about gut health for an hour and a half. And it's so exciting to hear you talk about the gut-brain connection because it's really everything. And I've learned so much from you. So thank you. And so this vitality stack really is addressing the core issues of why we don't feel well and why we get issues, although we don't make any medical claims. For $5 a day, you can biohack your health and get a 4-pack. Actually, with a 4-pack, and $5 a day, you can get a 6-pack. I'm just kidding. We can't make claims like that. But anyway, we have nerve 2 activation for the skin. How exciting is that? Now, this is what really excited me when we first came out with our skincare line. Developed after 3 skin cancer studies from Louisiana State University, where researchers were able to stop tumor growth in mice and the spreading of it by like 57%. So they came out with an anti-aging cream. And I have to tell you the number. So there's a system now that we have, a cleanser that you can use, men can use for shaving cream. There's even a shaving study, a perfecting lotion that I love to call velvet water. And I actually put it in my hair after I wash my hair. I just put it in my hands. I put it on my face, my neck, my décolleté, everywhere, my arms, my legs. Now I add it to we have a hand lotion too. And I'll put a little bit in my hands with the perfecting lotion and use it all over my body. And it's awesome. An eye serum that you can put all over your eyes, upper, lower, no scent, lip lines, everywhere. I put it everywhere on my face, trust me. And then the anti-aging cream, which is really my favorite. And this smells like Japanese grapefruit. And it's the 5 plants of Protandem that work synergistically, as well as some other beautiful plants. And it has everything in it you want, and everything you don't want in it is not in it. Like that, it's paraben-free, mineral oil-free, no GMOs, and it's vegan-friendly and all of that, because we know Dr. Silverman is vegan. And things like, she wouldn't put this on her body if she couldn't put it in her mouth. We don't recommend that you taste it, but you know what? If you have a cold sore, which sometimes I get, I actually put it in my mouth. So it's pretty extraordinary. Before and after, I always tell people, take a picture of yourself in the same lighting, do it day 1, day 30, day 60. You're going to see extraordinary results. Wound healing, burns. I just burnt my knee today on my husband's truck on that pipe that's in the back. Oh, you heard me scream. And I put this on immediately, and I'm telling you, the pain subsided substantially. I love this stuff. So yes, Sveta, I can tell you want to say something.
Well, the thing is, we have on this call, we have Valerie, and Valerie did a test actually. She applied very heroically skincare regimen on half of her face for 6 weeks. I'm sorry, freaky, completely freaky. And the thing is, 2 pictures. So if anybody wants to see that, she's coming to Anaheim. It's unbelievable.
And you can see, I'd love to see that picture, Valerie. You can see this man, the gentleman up in the far left, he did half his face as well. And I'd say only a man would do this. But Valerie, you've got some, you've got some whatever they call that. That's before and after, and his hairstylist thought he'd had a stroke. This is a friend of ours, son, who burned himself boiling water by a grill. 7 months later, by using the number 2 perfecting lotion and the number 4, you can see the woman's wrinkles around her eyes. And then this woman down below who had struggled with skin irritation issues, psoriasis, for years and years. And by activating NERF2 in her body, the body has an amazing way of healing itself. Sveta, I would love for you to talk about Axio. I've been drinking it to stay focused on this call, and I'm drinking it now. I'm drinking the grapefruit.
I absolutely love Axio. I do. I've exceeded my daily limit. I minimize it to 3 till I go and travel. When I travel, all the limits are off. Well, the thing is, I don't think we give Axio the credit Axio deserves. Not only it is a brain food, and as you see, guys, on the right-hand side, this is Dr. Brimhall, Dr. Brad Brimhall's nephew. This is a week after Axio and Protandem, and you see the difference in handwriting. The stories on people who start concentrating and focusing and basically thinking straight, people with ADD, ADHD, children, kids like, you cannot tell basically a child what to drink if they don't like it, but they like it and they come back to you. When I sign a distributor with obviously on Axio and stuff, I always warn them, hide Axio from your kids because they will start stealing it from you. And that's the case. I hope Amy is on the call. Her daughter knows exactly when this other subscription is coming because she's waiting for an Axio. Now, Axio is not only a brain drink, because it is concocted the way somehow it crosses the blood-brain barrier and it gives you sustainability. It gives you the sustainability through the day, being up at 6 a.m., now going on 8 p.m. on a very, very, very intense day, I believe I'm absolutely functional and stuff, then it gives you focus. People ask me, how do you remember things? Why do you remember? Because that's just the way it is. I'm on a proper essential vitality supplementation. Now, for me, it has to taste good. So I am a great fan of raspberry flavor, absolutely love raspberry. I love dragon fruit. And we have two compositions. One is caffeinated, the other one is decaffeinated. But when you talk caffeinated version, it's only 100 milligrams of caffeine. Guys, how much is caffeine in a normal size of Starbucks coffee? Or we're Canadians in our large Tim Hortons coffee. It's 260 milligrams of caffeine. And the daily recommendation, the USDA daily recommendation is 400 milligrams. 12 milligrams of caffeine in decaffeinated versions. So how many of them can I drink? Tons. Now, the thing is, it's not only, it also contains magnesium. Why does it calm you down? It contains magnesium. It contains vitamin B complex. It contains L-theanine, which is, again, precursor of serotonin. Well, guess what? If you have if you take your ProBio, which is going to upregulate your microgut, and you have a precursor of serotonin, surprise, why your brain is working. Well, because you've got all the precursors. So, and on top, Axio is, as I said, it is an NRF to activator, but let's say in my case, I do not drink water. It doesn't taste good to me. I need to drink something that tastes good. So finally, I got to the level where I am hydrated. Hydration is extremely important. Your brain needs water. So love Axio.
Yeah, love Axio. It's huge. This child was actually on the autism spectrum. Huge results in ADD, ADHD, and autism. So Physique, can you talk a little bit about Physique, Dr. Sveta?
Yeah, Physique is a weight management regimen. It's not weight loss, it's weight management. And guys, when you look at this dude with six-pack, listen, you can't do Physique, but you need to hit the gym. So here's the deal. You do need to hit the gym. Now, we already talked about ProBio. So cleanse, the bowel cleanse is basically a preparation of your bowel. You need to strip your bowel from a whole bunch of garbage and plaques and residue. And this cleanse is very gentle. It's very mild, but it's very, very, very efficient. You don't want to strip the bowel lining. You just want to strip the garbage, the plaques and residuality, fine. Now, fat burn. So fat burn in the United States of America, you call it fat burn. In Canada, we sophisticate it. We call it metabolic enhancer. So, and this oh, that's okay, no worries. So metabolic enhancer boosts your metabolism. It's very important in females, especially after their menopause. So for menopausal, postmenopausal women to have NRF to activation, be on NRF to Tandem, mitochondrial boost, and add this metabolic enhancer of fat burn is extremely important. Now, fat burn is called for a reason because it actually does burn fat. And not only it burns fat, it burns the most dangerous fat. It's more kind of concentrated and scientifically proven to burn abdominal internal fat. That fat is linked to diabetes and heart disease and stuff. Now, protein shake, I don't talk much about protein shake, but protein shake is very important when you hit the gym. After your workout, your post-workout meal should not be carbohydrates. It should be protein. And that's exactly what our protein shake brings. And it's very, very simple, and it's very low in carbohydrates. And it gives you 13 grams of protein. Now, because it's very simple, it's versatile. So you can add anything you want to jack it up and actually make it from the snack, make it to the proper meal. So as you see nice pictures, reality pictures, and you will see a lot of real people who succeeded in their weight management at the Elite Academy in Anaheim.
And you can even grow a man bun on Physique. Bottom right picture. All right, pet tandem, Sveta, talk about pet tandem.
Here's the deal. So Marisa and Mia, Marisa's sister, are on the call. Both of those ladies had a wonderful, sort of very exciting story. First, it started with Marisa. Her dog ate the whole bottle. So nothing happened to the dog. Marisa was in serious distress. Mia had the same problem. Mia's dog ate the whole bottle, and she was frantic. There was Facebook posts, there were messages and stuff. How do I do? What do I do with Kamala? So Kamala was just fine and leisurely. Again, Mia was in distress. Tandem. You guys, we have great stories on either Tandem for dogs or Tandem. In Canada, we don't have Tandem. We just give animals a Tandem. My 1.5-year-old cat is on Tandem. Otherwise, I had to put her on tranquilizer. She's got attention deficit disorder. Dogs do amazingly well with amazing stories. And guys, dogs don't tend to have placebo effect.
Right.
If they're feeling better, they're feeling better. So my friend's dog with congestive heart failure, she's feeling better. Nothing you can do about it. My one of the distributors, business partners, who probably is on the cold wander, her dog with leukemia is doing exceptionally well on Tandem. Tremendous stories on horses. So absolutely. Now, if you don't have Tandem, there is no rhyme or reason, to have an excuse or not to put your animal on human Tandem. The doses are very, very adjustable.
So there are ways you can get our products and have free shipping by getting one of our stacks. You can get it for the same price as distributors. 90% of LifeVantage, however, is customer based. What we ask you is please do not buy this on eBay or Amazon, as there have been people who've gotten sick because they've been counterfeit pills. And look, if you're going to take something, get it from the manufacturing plant, right? You don't want to get Amazon for your pills that you're going to be taking. So that just makes sense that way. And also, the person that shared it with you, it's their business. So you definitely want to support that as well. So there is an opportunity part of this as well with LifeVantage, and I'm just so excited to be a part of this. I knew nothing about network marketing, but I do know I'm a networker, and when I like something, I can tell people about it. And so really this is a laptop lifestyle kind of business, or an iPhone or smartphone type of business. We call it social entrepreneurship, right, Sveta? So why is a doctor? I mean, this is what blows me away. We have, I think, over 800 medical professionals involved in LifeVantage now, and more are interested. I just met with casually on a social level, I met a physician today who knew about NRF2 activation, but wants to know about our product. And so why are you doing this, Dr. Sveta? Because obviously you make a good paycheck. You're muted.
Not anymore. So, guys, to be honest with you, I actually fell in love with the concept of network marketing. I think this is the best business model when it is done honestly, with integrity, with love. We are professional friend makers, as one of my best friends and business partners, Melanie Wakeland, says. I'm in the business of sharing. Through network marketing, I share the concept of health. This is very important, and everyone needs the plan B. See, I think that we have, how lucky you are to come across something that nobody knows. This is the future of medicine, and you can create passive residual income. That's what I'm thriving. Passive residual income. Being a doctor right now, every day I go to work. Tomorrow is my day off. Guess where I'm going to be? In my office. Because I need to catch up. I need to sign out the cases. So I've got, let's say I make enough money. Am I free per se to travel where I want to travel? Not yet. But that's what passive residual income does to you. I would love to retire my husband. Absolutely. Well, actually fire my husband from his job, owning his job. So, it just gives me an incredible team. It gives me
it's a lot of fun.
people.
It's a lot of fun. And I, like I said, I knew nothing about this industry. I only knew how to work for people, but look how people are making money today. It is a new social economy. I mean, think about it. The types of jobs our parents had are very different today. People's jobs are being replaced by technology, right? Look at Uber, the largest taxi service in the world. They don't even own their own car. People having food delivered to their homes, renting out their homes to stay with friends, to have that little side gig. We're talking side gigs because most people in LifeVantage have full-time jobs. But when they can fit this in the nooks and crannies of their life, this can be absolutely the most freeing business, a lot of fun, giving you time freedom and financial freedom. So I just say, if you're not doing backflips over where you want to be financially in 3 to 5 years, take a look at this, get some information, ask questions, get back to the person that shared this with you. You know, this isn't about us trying to pull you into a business. It's about helping people, educate people on a different mindset. Because listen, I grew up in Lexington, Kentucky. I was the youngest of 5 children. My dad worked. He was a CPA controller. My mom stayed home with us. And, you know, there were a lot of arguments over not enough month being left at the end of the money. And a lot of times, you know, that caused a lot of friction in our household that I will never forget. And it doesn't leave you as you become an adult. And even though I've been successful as an adult, some of that never left me. I was still stuck on the hamster wheel of life like everybody else. If I wasn't working, I wasn't making a check, right? So how do we get off that? Most of us are all conditioned to live like that. And here's a way that I am so happy I know about it. I wish I'd have known about it in my 20s, but kudos for the millennials that are joining us. But when I saw this, I saw a way that, yes, I have a burning desire to change our family's life and to help other people. Number one, the science behind our products are extraordinary. So for me, this was a no-brainer. So I'm having a wonderful time getting to meet people from all over the world. You can do this from your home. The tax write-offs of having a home-based business are phenomenal. Social sharing, no physical locations. I'm on vacation right now in Prescott, Arizona. And I'm doing a little bit of work. You know, that's it. But I've been having a lot of fun today as well. And then you get a website the company manages for you so people can join our business or be a customer. And as I mentioned, 90% of LifeVantage is customer-based. We are a customer-driven opportunity company. We're not all about wanting someone to join us and doing the business. Yes, if they see that, awesome. Let's lock arms and change the world because that's what we're doing. We have a network of consumers. We have networks of distributors. It's just extraordinary. 90% of my business is customer based. And our components for success, we have a beautiful company, publicly traded on the NASDAQ, incredible products that people need every single month. So that's what's helping build that residual leveraged income. Trends, do you think anti-aging is going away? The timing couldn't be better. We're on the ground floor. We have a comp plan that has been deemed as the best in this industry, which has global revenue sharing, I'll briefly mention, and a system for success. We're the official sponsor for Real Salt Lake Major League Soccer team. So you're seeing us, that little black dot right there, we're on the left side of it. And we haven't even reached momentum. This is what happens to a company one time. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. And that's where 80% of a company growth happens. Well, the Direct Selling Association says the first 130 to 150,000 distributors to join a network marketing company per country with predictable success have an opportunity of a lifetime. We have people ranked at the elite levels right now, and we haven't even begun to go into momentum. And it's a very exciting time for LifeVantage. We are in the early adoption stage, but when you get to the top of that red line, that's the wave that's already happened. So you're on that surfboard, hopefully riding this wave of momentum, and you get at the top and you look back and you go, wow, that was a really awesome wave. I'm so happy I went on it, as opposed to, wow, that was a really awesome wave. I wish I had been on it. I'm not going to miss out on this. And I'm just sharing this with people I know, love, and care about. And it can be from a customer standpoint, or it can be from both. And by the way, 67% of our distributors in LifeVantage have been customers at one time. So now I'm going to spend 2 hours on our comp plan. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just going to talk about one. We do pay weekly. So 40% commission on when someone joins you in the business, and also 40% commission on the initial customer order for a new customer. But when you hit the elite ranks of Pro 7, which I'll talk, we have levels 1 through 10, they take 4% of the total monthly global commissionable sales, and they put it in a pool, and they split it in 4 slices, basically. And the Master Pro 10s get all 4 shares. The 9s get 3 of those 4. The 8s get 2 of the 4, and the 7s get 1 of the 4. And that's Dr. Sveta and myself. We are Elite Pro 7s in LIfeVantage. And here's our earnings disclosure statement. If someone would have told me that my life was going to look like this 6 years ago, I would have not said you're crazy. I would have just said, really? I'm open, but I didn't think it was even possible. So I just thank my yoga student who shared this with me, because this has been life-changing. And I will hit the elite ranks of Pro 8, and I'm putting it out there this month. So there. And this is generational, willable, sellable income that you can give to your family or give to charity. We have a lot of people in this LIfeVantage that just want to give back and start charities, and they have done that. So we have levels 1 through 10. We try to get our teams to Pro 3 within their first 90 days. So they're making about $580 residually every single month. I mean, that can change a lot of people's lives, right? So get back to the person who actually shared this with you. There's ways you can get started. I'm not going to get into all the details right now. The Platinum Pack is obviously the best way for somebody that wants to get involved, and it's 30% more in product. It's about an $1,800 value, and you get your return on investment by 3 people joining you at that level. We have a legacy program, which many charities LIfeVantage gives back to, and we give back to. I was fortunate enough in December to go with my husband and my 2 children to Rocky Point, Mexico, to help build homes for families, called Families Helping Families organization. We're going to do it again this December. It was life-changing to help people that are living in cardboard boxes to have a safe home and not to be scared anymore, and to feel safe. And we have a lot of fun. I just say, find, beautiful friends that you love to do things with, and you can share and be on the beaches of the world together. I recently earned another incentive trip to go to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and LIfeVantage takes care of you, and it's for 2 people. And we have several different trips that you can earn, and it's just been life-changing. You get a Jeep or $25,000 in cash when you hit the elite ranks of Pro 7. You maintain that for a year. They give you the keys and the title, and it's yours to do whatever you want. The personal growth aspect of LIfeVantage has been, to me, the most extraordinary part of all of this is, and then feeling free that, I don't have a boss. I'm allergic to having a boss. I have time freedom and financial freedom, and I, too, am going to be retiring my husband. And that's an extraordinary thing to be able to say. And dreams come true. So if you dream it, you can achieve it. If you take the action and you put your blinders on, it's not net wish marketing. It's network marketing, but it's the most honorable profession I know of when it's done right. When people have a burning desire to change their life, and they're coachable, and they want to do the work. I mean, think about, you go to college to get a master's degree. It's the same thing. This is a profession. And bottom line is, this is why I do LIfeVantage, because we are making people better, and we are making this world a better place. So Sveta, anything else you'd like to say before we hang up tonight? This has just been so wonderful.
You believe it, you get it. You believe it, you dream it, it comes alive. Believe in this, believe.
It's been life-changing, and my sister's doing this business and with me, and these people, there's so many people on this call that I wouldn't even know if it weren't for this beautiful business. And it's the power of one, changing people's lives and building your own dreams and not someone else's. So just think about it, plant a seed and think about it, and get back to that person, and we'll give you the information that you need. We have an Elite Academy coming up in Anaheim. It's not too late to come. We can get you there. It will be life-changing. These events, they are incredibly powerful, and you will see there is another way to do life. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful evening.